Hello and welcome to the Car Compass. My name is Siendu, and in today's video we have two Range Rovers. They are the smallest SUVs from Range Rover. One is the Velar, one is the Evoque. Which one exactly? This is a 2026 Range Rover Velar S P250 all-wheel drive, and this one to my left in the black is going to be the 2026 Range Rover Evoque S P250 in all-wheel drive. So as you can see, I try to get as close as possible when it comes to the comparison between these two SUVs. I want to show you the dimensions, the leg room, how much comfort you get in both of them if you're in the market for one of them, so you can see the differences. Now, before we start, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This really helps out with my channel, and a big thank you and a shout out to Land Rover Nilo here in Rocklin, California, for providing me with both of these cars for the review. Now let's go ahead and talk about the engines. The P250, that's how you're gonna know what kind of engine you have. They both have it in this video. The difference is that in the Evoque, that's the only option you have. To where on the Velar, you do have another option for the P400. So let's talk about the P250 a little bit. How many horsepower and what exactly the P250 brings you. It's a 2.0 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing 246 horsepower for the Evoque and 247 horsepower for the Velar, with 269 pound-feet of torque, and the Evoque has a 9-speed automatic transmission, to where the Velar has the 8-speed automatic transmission. So I don't know exactly why these differences, 1 horsepower difference, and one is an 8-speed automatic transmission, the other one is a 9-speed automatic transmission, but this is the information I got for you. Now, as far as the MPG goes, that's going to be different as well, and the MPG you're going to get on the Evoque is going to be 22 city, 27 highway, to where on the Velar you're going to get 23 city and 26 highway. Your tank fuel capacity is going to change as well. On the Evoque, you're going to have 17.7 gallons. On the Velar, you're going to have 21.6 gallon tank size capacity. Now, other differences that we're going to talk is going to be about the legroom inside, about the cargo in the trunk, and also the dimensions. Let me go ahead and grab my camera so I can give you a closer look up for the front end and show you the differences. First difference you're going to notice, this is the Velar in front of you right now, is going to be the top grille in the high gloss. This is going to be a wider one, to where the Evoque is going to be narrow one. For the Evoque, you're going to have an extra air vent right here in the middle, to where the Velar does not have it. The bottom grille is going to be totally different. You're going to have matte black plastic on both of them. Your parking sensors are going to be integrated in different places for the Velar and the Evoque. You're going to have an extra lip on the Velar, to where the Evoque does not have it. Your headlights, full LED, they are different. The Evoque looks more like a Discovery, to where the Velar looks more like a Range Rover Sport. Your air vents for the sides are going to be different. They are both active, which is a really nice thing. And on the Velar S, you're not gonna get LED fog lights, to where on the Evoque S trim you do get LED fog lights, and that's not optional, that's standard. Now, moving to the side, let me go ahead and start with the wheels. They both have optional wheels and tires. You're going to pay extra for these, so don't count these as standard, because in these comparisons they both come optional. But I still want to show you what options you get. For the Evoque, you get the Michelin Latitude, and the size of this one is going to be 235/60/18 with the shock spring strut suspension. To where on the Velar, you're gonna get a Pirelli Scorpion Zero. The size is 255/50/20, and you're gonna get the same exact suspension. Rocker panel is exactly the same, it's just blacked out because both of them have the blacked out styling package. And the next difference you're gonna see is going to be the trinkets or the trims on the side. This one right here, they both have it, but it's different. Your front side panel is going to have different shape. This is your Evoque, and this is your Velar. The side mirrors, they come exactly the same with blind spot assist, automatic foldable, signal light integrated. They both come with the 360 camera. The only difference is that the technology package on the Evoque brings you the 360 camera, to where on the Velar, the 360 camera is standard. They both have the same handles. You're gonna have the key in your pocket, and as you come closer to the car and you press on this button, it's gonna open up, and then after that it's gonna tucks in, which gives it a very clean look. As you can see, the side, they pretty much resemble each other. They look almost the same with the lines here, but your size is going to be different. So let me start giving you some dimensions, because that's going to be very important. Starting with the length, on the Evoque you're going to have 172.1, on the Velar 188.9. The width is going to be on the Evoque 78.6 to the Velar 80.4. The height is going to be 64.9 on the Evoque, to where on the Velar is 66.3. Wheelbase is also different, 105 versus 113, and the ground clearance, it's a very small difference, 803 on the Evoque, 804 on the Velar. Now moving forward, I'm going to show you a picture with the rear doors. There are going to be different sizes. And now let's move to the rear. Now here in the rear, so you might notice my measuring tape, and you're wondering why I carry a measuring tape on the comparison car review. It's because I want to give you the space or the length in inches for both cargo trunks, so you can see exactly what you can fit, and to understand the exact dimension difference between these two. Sometimes we give cubic feet of space. People don't really understand how much that is, but if I give you measuring tape, you might understand a little bit better. Now here in the rear, there are a lot of differences, starting obviously with the side panels. Because of the length of the car, you're going to have different side panels on both of them. Your top spoiler right here is going to be different. This on the Velar has some air vents, to where the Evoque doesn't have them. Continuing with the rear tail lights, they are going to be different sizes, but the design is almost the same. If you're not paying attention, you almost don't notice the difference, but this is a shorter one, to where the Velar is a longer one, because the car is longer. The next difference is going to be the placement of your rear camera, also the placement of your parking sensors, and also your placement of the parking lights. Your diffuser and your rear bumper, lower one, is going to be also different. So hopefully those pictures that I posted are going to help you to see the differences. Now let's go ahead and open the cargo for both of them. Both have electric opening tailgate, which is very nice and very convenient. And I'm going to start with the cubic feet of space differences for the cargo. On the Evoque, you have 50.5 cubic feet of space. On the Velar, you have 63 if all the seats are down. If you put the seats up, you're going to have 21.4 cubic feet of space on the Evoque. And on the Velar, you're going to have 31 cubic feet of space. I'm going to bring the camera closer so I can give you the dimensions. So now first in the Velar, the dimensions in inches, you're going to get 40 inches in length right here. If the seats are up, left to right, you're going to have 41 inches. If we drop this middle seat down and we're going to the center console, you're going to have about 74 inches. And then your entrance is going to be 26.5 inches. Now let's go to the Evoque and start measuring. You're going to have 32 inches only versus 40 into the Velar. If we go left to right, you're going to have almost the same, 41 inches. If we go to the center console, let me see if I can squeeze this in. It's going to have 66 to 67 inches right here. Your entrance is going to be about the same, 29 inches. So these are your dimensions for both of them. The only difference I was able to find between the Velar and the Evoque is your scuff plate. This is plastic, or the Velar is aluminum. They both come with a 12-volt outlet, and they both come with a spare tire. The Velar has a mesh pocket as well on the left side, where the Evoque has it on the right side. And now let me go ahead and show you exactly what I'm talking about. The scuff plate, the mesh pocket, you still have the 12-volt right here, and you still have your spare tire. Now that we're done with the exterior, all the dimensions, all the differences that I could show you, let's go ahead and see the interior. Now let's see differences between the Evoque and the Velar. I'm sitting in the Evoque, the smaller brother in this video, or in general at Range Rover. It's the smallest SUV they're going to offer. Legroom is going to be for the front almost the same, 40 inches for the Evoque, 40.3 inches for the Velar. So there is not much difference as legroom goes for the front, but the rear is going to see a big difference. In the Evoque is a 33.8 inches, in the Velar is a 37.2 inches. So that's a pretty big difference when it comes to the size. Of course, you saw the dimensions for the outside, so that's normal. Now, differences is going to be also in the leather surface. You're going to have different design. In the Velar, you're going to have the Raven Blue. That's optional. This is the black leather. They're both grained black leather, but the Velar comes with the Raven Blue. I'm sure you can get the same option in the Evoque as well. They both come electrically controlled. They both come heated as standard. If you have other packages like cold climate package or something like that, you get ventilated or heated seats in the second row. None of the cars that we have in this video today have the ventilated or heated seats in the back. So that's optional. Now, another difference is going to be lockable glove compartment for the Velar, non-lockable glove compartment for the Evoque. I don't know why they did that, but I wanted to mention that. Now, the front passenger dashboard is going to look exactly the same. You're going to have the same materials, might have different colors, but the materials are the same. Not much difference when it comes to the steering wheel or the infotainment screen or the shifting lever, cup holders, or the armrest is exactly the same. You're going to have 11.4 inches for the infotainment screen and 12.3 inches for the cluster. That's exactly the same. Different optional equipment that you are going to have in the Evoque is going to be your rear view mirror camera, and that's optional because of the technology package, and also your heads-up display. So please keep that in mind. That doesn't come standard on the Evoque or the Velar. You have to pay extra for that. They both have electrically controlled steering wheel, and they both have memory seats on the door, and this is how they look with the piano black, with the Raven Blue for the Velar, just black for the Evoque. They're both equipped with Meridian sound system, and also with the sunroof and moonroof. So really the main differences are going to be your surface for the seats, your lockable or non-lockable glove compartment. Legroom is almost the same. Very, very similar as far as the front goes. Now let's go ahead and see the second row for the Evoque. Now here in the second row of the Evoque, I left the front driver's seat in the same position, and with the 33.8 inches of legroom, I have plenty of room. I have absolutely no problem. Headroom is completely there. I'm not touching the top. I would say this checks out for comfort, enough space. I'm 6 feet tall, so you can get an idea and see exactly how much space I have and how I'm going to fit into this second row of the Evoque. The difference you're going to see here in the back is going to be your, again, surface for the seats. You're going to have different design in this Evoque, and this comes standard, not the colors, but the material and the design. Colors, you can get different colors in both of them. The next difference is going to be your center console. They both come with the 12-volt outlet and 2 USB-Cs, air vents, and nothing else for the center console in the back, but they have different design. They both come with back of the front seats wrapped in leather and the 2 pockets, and the armrest looks exactly the same in both of them. One thing that I forgot to mention in the front is the sill plates. The Velar comes with brushed aluminum sill plates, to where the Evoque comes with plastic sill plates. So that's another difference that you can add to this difference. Price tag for the Evoque is $49,900, not including all the bells and whistles and the added packages, to where the price on the Velar is going to be $61,600. I'm going to post those 2 MSRP stickers after we visit the Velar. Now I'm sitting in the 2026 Range Rover Velar S, and the difference, you can see the Raven Blue is optional, but the seats are different design, different stitching position, different cuts, and all that. They both come electric and controlled. The other difference that I mentioned was the lockable glove compartment, as you can see here. Let me grab my camera so I can show you the exact differences. There you go. So I can move this camera so you can see this is the lockable glove compartment that you do not have in your Evoque. And then the sill plates, this is brushed aluminum, to where The Evoque has just plastic. Another difference that I missed is different design on this trim for the front passenger dashboard. You can't see it because it's piano black and it's very hard to notice, but everything else is exactly the same, with your wireless charging pad and the USB-C port, your shifting. Now I did mention that the Evoque had wood trim around here because that's optional. Your cup holders are the same. This is going to be the same armrest with another USB-C, and your steering wheel is the same electric control, paddle shifters. This is going to be your light control, your windshield wipers, and the size of the screens are the same, 12.3 and 11.4. Another minor difference that you're going to find is on the left side of the steering wheel. The Velar we're seeing right now, and this one has an extra knob here for the illumination. You push it and this is how you control the illumination, to where the Evoque only has the tailgate button. Position of your memory seats is going to be different, as you saw in the picture that I posted, and also your Meridian sound system is a little bit different when it comes to that mesh cover. Take a good look at this one, and now let's go ahead and see the second row seating. Now here in the second row, as I mentioned, the biggest difference is going to be your leg room and the size of the rear door. A lot smaller in the Evoque, 33.8 versus 37.2 of leg room. Honestly, as far as the leg room goes, I guess it depends very much where the driver is keeping the seat, but I feel almost the same, but I do feel a lot of difference in the headroom. It feels more spacious, it feels more room here. Again, I'm 6 feet tall, just for you to get an idea. Don't pay attention to the color of the seats, this is optional. Pay attention to the design, where the stitching is, where the cuts are, that's different. No difference on the back of the seats, but another difference is this for the center console. The 12-volt outlet is placed differently. This has a more straight cut, to where the Evoque is different. Now let's talk MSRP stickers. $49,900. Here's the MSRP sticker for the Evoque. You have some extra packages added on this sticker, so the total MSRP sticker is going to be different. Pause, take a good look. Let me know if you have any questions. And now, here's the MSRP sticker for the Velar. This comes at $61,600. This also has some added options. Please take a good look. Pause the video if you need to. And let me know if you have any questions or comments in the section below. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.